Namaste, welcome to Gita's Kitchen. Tomorrow we are observing the auspicious occasion of Vaikunta Ekadasi. Ekadasi is the 11th day of the fortnight. So you have the 11th day of the Krishna Paksha, that is the dark fortnight, and the 11th day of Shukla Paksha, the bright fortnight too. So this Ekadashi on the bright fortnight of this Dhanurmasa is very special and celebrated as Vaikunta Ekadasi. So it is a day of spiritual prayer, your thoughts are turned inwards, and to enable that, people also observe a fast. Now some people take extreme fast of Nirjala Ekadashi where they don't even have a sip of water. That is not possible for everyone. But everyone, definitely we don't have no onions, no garlic, and generally people avoid grains of any sort, that is no rice or wheat also. And you are allowed to take fruits, some vegetables, and we can use a green chili, other things depending on what your family traditionally practices. So this fasting not only helps you spiritually, it's a very good detox for your body too. In fact, if you do this on twice a month on every Ekadashi, it will work wonders for your body. So today I am showing you simple recipes which we can make for Ekadasi and observe it and have our thoughts totally on prayer on that day. To begin, avoid your regular tea or coffee on that day. So instead we'll take our healthy, immunity boosting, fresh Amla juice. I've shown you this recipe earlier, but again I'm adding it as part of my Ekadashi recipe. Wash one Amla, fresh Amla, Indian gooseberry, and just cut it into pieces. Add it to your blender jar. Discard the seed. This is a small piece of ginger. I have washed and peeled it. We'll slice it and add it to that. I'm adding just a pinch of this pink salt. Add a little water and blend it into a juice. Now squeeze the juice of a lemon. Top it up with more water. Mix it all well together. Filter it out into your glass, and your cool and refreshing fresh Amla juice is ready. This not only builds your immunity, it also keeps you from feeling hungry within a short period. Next, after about 1 or 2 hours, you can have some fruits. Here I have cut some apples and also peeled one pomegranate. We can also slice one ripe banana. So this will also give you enough energy. If you like, you can even top it up with some honey. And give it all a good mix. Whatever fruits are available, you can add. This I have just shown as a sample. If you like, you can even add some nuts and seeds to this. All this is optional. You can do whatever you have, what is available at home. Now again, say around 11:30, if you feel hungry again, here I have taken one cucumber, peeled and chopped it into small pieces. To this I am adding, you can add 1 or 2 tablespoons of fresh grated coconut and my favorite, roasted peanuts. Add a pinch of this rock salt or senda namak. To perk up the taste, you can even add just 1 green chili finely chopped. And finally, squeeze some lemon juice on top. Give it all a good mix. See, using coriander leaves again differs from family to family. Certain rules of fasting depending on the region or state you come from. So even as it is, it's wonderful in taste and gives you that little bit of energy when you need it most. I like to add some finely chopped fresh coriander leaves on top, and it makes an amazing recipe, especially when you're on a fast. Next, we'll make a simple dry fruit milkshake. So here I have soaked some almonds, that is badam and pista. Whatever you have, here I have taken about 10 to 12 almonds and about 2 teaspoons of pista. Here I have soaked some anjeer, that is dried figs, and also some dates. Now when you take the dates, first you, since it was hard, I soaked it, then de-seed it. Discard the seed from the dates. See, I had soaked these dates and anjeer in hot water for about half an hour. So they have become very soft. Now add the softened soaked dates and anjeer too. First we'll run this to make it into a paste. It need not be very fine. If there are small bits and pieces of the dry fruits, it will taste very good when you have this milkshake. This is previously boiled and cooled milk. Now add the milk to it and again blend it all well together. Here I had soaked a pinch of saffron in hot water. So we'll add that to our milkshake. Now pour out this delicious and full of nutrition. Pour it into a glass. Add some little bit of the remaining saffron on top. Just a sprinkle of powdered nuts on top. So here we have seen very simple 4 recipes for Vaikunta Ekadasi, where you can observe your fasting without grains or pulses. At the same time, keep yourself a little bit nourished too. Some people add recipes made of sama chawal or even kuttu ka atta or singade ka atta. All this varies from region to region, family to family. But basically, we avoid an indulgence in food. That is the main thing. And we take something simple and sattvic, especially for elderly, for senior citizens, for people who cannot manage without too much food because of maybe medicines they are taking. It is a good idea to keep yourself refreshed and also have some basic nutrition with these fruits and milk and juices. You can even have some boiled sweet potato if you still feel this is not enough for you. Just with some senda namak, you can have that too. And main thing, there are 2 points which I want to tell you. One is the quantity of ingredients. You can increase or decrease. These are the basic things which I have shown. So depending on your choice, you can increase or decrease depending on the number of people who are going to eat this too. Secondly, just because I have added anjeer or badam or pista, it does not mean that I am having a lavish meal on Vaikunta Ekadasi. No. These are available at home, so today I have used. If it is not available, you can just use dates alone. That also is enough. And make a milkshake for yourself because it gives you the kind of energy you want. So everything is optional, left to you depending on your circumstance. This helps to keep your body lighter, detox your mind, body and soul. Whatever you make, if you have access to tulsi leaf, add a tulsi leaf also and offer it as bhog to Sri Krishna, praying for his blessings. So the main thing is in being able to turn your thoughts inwards. That is why we have a light meal and observe the day in prayer. On the following day after Ekadashi, that is Dwadashi, you break your fast a little early in the morning with some light food. I have already shared a recipe of Dwadashi Kanji. I will give you the link in my description box. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to Gita's Kitchen and we'll meet again in the next episode with an interesting recipe from Gita's Kitchen. Thank you.